Hi there, I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com, and this is my Smart American Accent training. In this video, we'll look at how to pronounce build and built. We'll also talk about which to use in which setting. The first, of course, is the present tense, as in I build with Legos. I will build, that's future tense. I will build a new building. They build business by offering free samples, big following on Instagram. Okay, so looking at the pronunciation of build versus built, very similar. The main difference, of course, is the voiced d sound on build and the voiceless t sound on built. But depending on the context where you're using them, you will notice that the D and T sound at the ends of words in American English can be hard to hear. We do some different things as we link and connect these sounds. You can get more help for final D and T in our videos about those sounds, as well as in our Sounds of English course on speechmodification.com. It walks you through every sound and helps you build a strong foundation to improve being able to pronounce any word you like in English confidently and easily. Looking at build, the letters UI say the I sound. So this is the short vowel that we have in it. You might think about words like big or bit or it to help you compare. It builds, a bit of building, a big building, just to be able to match those vowels. And then same first three sounds in built, just with the T sound instead. Another difference between these two, however, is that because build has the voiced D sound, we're going to hold that vowel a little longer than we would for built. We built it, we build it. So that's one of the differences that you'll hear. Also, you heard when I said build it, I link them together and it really sounds kind of like build it. So I don't make a break between build and it, or between bill and it, but if you think of the D as jumping to the next word, build it, that's how we naturally link. When the next word starts with a vowel sound, the end consonant kind of connects it together, build it. That also helps you hear the difference between build it and built it, built it. When I say they built it, it sounds a little bit more like built it. The T jumps onto the word it as well. So trying those two to make a difference, build it, built it. I'm going to build it next week. I built it last week is going to help you make a difference between these two as well. Also, if we're talking about, if I'm saying, for example, build that, I'm not really going to say my D here. I'm going to just leave an unreleased D and release into the TH of that. Build that, build that. So I do lift my tongue up for the D and stop the air. Build that. I don't have to release it, not build that with a break, but build that. I'm going to lift up for the D, move into the TH. And that's where some of my length will help, because if I have built that, again, I won't say it with a break, not built that with a strong T. I will also use a stopped T there, built that, but this will be much shorter. Build that, built that. So that's one of the challenges there, is that, as I mentioned, with D's and T's, when we say the word by themselves, or when we say them in context and the next word has a consonant sound at the beginning, we don't really let those sounds out. It's okay to say I built that if you really want to make it clear that you're using the word built versus build. But typically what we'll do is just make the built shorter than the build. Build that, built that. So that's pretty complicated. That's, again, one of the topics we talk about in our Sounds of English course, as well as our American Accent 6-week course. You can also check out my video here on YouTube for unreleased stop sounds. I'll put that in the comments for this video if you're interested, so that you can get more help on differences for T and D at the ends of words. Thanks so much for this suggestion. If you have a word or words you'd like me to cover in our Word of the Day series, feel free to leave that in the comments for this video or any of my videos. As I mentioned, you can check out our online courses on speechmodification.com. Those courses are all either free or available for under $2, so they're a really good resource and inexpensive so that more people can access them and take advantage of their help for you in your English. I'll be back again tomorrow with another Word of the Day class, as well as on Saturday, we'll have our live question and answer class. You can attend and put your questions in the chat. I'll answer them for you live. Thanks so much for liking, commenting, sharing. It does really help grow the channel. And a special thank you to our subscribers and our channel members. Thanks so much for joining. I really appreciate your support. Looking forward to seeing you in our next class. I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com. Remember, if you want to sound like a native speaker, you can do it. speechmodification.com. Bye everyone. Hope to see you again soon.